What up? Let me get situated. Let me get situated. Get situated. Welcome to another fabulous episode of Chat with Your Boy. Featuring, I'm Christian Don One. Feel free, be sure to hit the subscription button, the notification bell, share this live stream with your friend, family, as well as your followers. Get at your boy. Get at your boy. Now, tried to talk to you guys yesterday concerning the NBA All Star game. Let me get situated here. The NBA All Star game, I'm going to give you guys my thoughts, my opinions on it. First and foremost, the All Star game was Garbino. It was trash. It was super trash. Super trash. Let me see. Let me see. Oh God. Let's try this. Let's try this. Can we try that? No. Can we try that? Trying to get situated here. Trying to get situated here. Maybe if I move. There we go. All right. Get that mirror out the way. All right. So chat with your boy. We're gonna be talking about the All Star game. Try to talk to you guys yesterday. The NBA All Star game, in my humble opinion, was not great. I wouldn't go as far as trash or garbage juice, even though I was getting ready to tell you guys that I was not impressed with the NBA All Star game. They messed up on the NBA All Star game on so many different levels. I do feel like there were bright spots. I think the slam dunk competition was a solid effort, even though they need to somehow, some way get the big time stars, the big names, to do the slam dunk competition. I think it's been lacking ever since LeBron James didn't want to do the slam dunk competition. It's really the only thing LeBron hasn't done in the NBA. And it just seems like everyone is echoing those same sentiments. All star players from his era to even now, nobody's not even entertaining the slam dunk competition. I think when Jaylen Brown did it last year, and his performance was not that good, I think it sealed the fate as far as us as fans seeing seeing superstars or stars in the slam dunk competition. Okay, because of James, I think not only Brown's performance, but I feel like with today's NBA, nobody don't want to get out there and you know mess up their reputation or whatever. No, nobody don't want to put in the effort. Okay, so that's that. I like I said, the slam dunk competition was a solid performance. I think the skills competition minus what Chris Paul was doing and Wemby, I think it was more Chris Paul. But other than that, that was pretty decent. The celebrity game, I really don't pay attention to the celebrity game, but just personally, I feel like the All Star game. I feel like the All Star game in the NBA is the best All Star game out of all the three major sports. The NFL Pro Bowl, nobody, you know, all the big name stars don't even play a huge part in the Pro Bowl. And then you got the MLB All Star game. You know that has a caveat. Like if the AL and the NL, they're fighting for home field advantage for the World Series, so you get to see those major talents take part of the All-Star game, but I don't think Major League Baseball is on the same level. Well, definitely it's not on the same level as the NFL. And when you talk about the NBA, it's definitely not on that level as well, you know. So I felt like the All Star game, you know, if you look at last Sunday, the Super Bowl was lackluster. Um, it was a blowout. People having mixed feelings towards Kendrick Lamar's halftime performance. Okay, and then people were expecting, well, the All Star game, everyone's going to get some type of entertainment with the All Star game because of, a lot of people had a layover from the Super Bowl. And they was thinking, well, maybe the All Star game would, bring some excitement as a sports fan, and it just didn't. But last year, the NBA had that same issue and that same problem. Um, but other than the slam dunk competition, that there was some small bright spots of the All Star. Good thing it's the whole weekend, and I'm just looking at the whole weekend in full. There was like a Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast was there, and he was offering money for someone to make a half court shot, and they had to compete against an NBA star, Damian Lillard. You can clearly tell Damian Lillard was not trying. Damian Lillard was doing everything imaginable to make sure this guy hit this shot. He was missing the shots on purpose. He was taking his time. He wasn't really into it. He was not trying to compete with this dude. And they just kept telling him to keep shooting. He chalked up more shots than Damian Lillard. I think if this was a real competition, Damian Lillard would have knocked down one or two of those things. But um, the guy hit. He had one more shot before they went into commercial. He won, and that was a feel good moment. Even though you can clearly tell the fix was in, Damian Lillard wasn't really trying to beat up on the guy. So that was okay. I think Kevin Hart really tried too hard as the host. A lot of those jokes, it just did not land. And, when I look at Kevin Hart isn't, his, you know, coming up with stuff on the fly. He's, it's hit or miss, more miss than hit. If he had like a script in front of him, if he had some material in front of him, I thought a lot of those things he could have landed. But Kevin Hart was Kevin Hart. He wanted his face all over the All Star weekend, and he has a relationship with the NBA. He has a relationship with LeBron James. So there you have it. So I think Kevin Hart. I think they need a I think if they want to put this aspect in on All Star Weekend, they need to be looking for someone else who's original, who's funny, who can improv and ad lib on the fly, and it's Kevin Hart. It just the stuff wasn't landing with Kevin Hart. I think LeBron James um, decided on the ninth hour that he wasn't going to take part of the NBA All Star game. He claimed he had soreness in his ankle or his foot, some weird thing. And this would be the first time LeBron James didn't take part of the All Star game. That a lot of people are saying the reason why he did that is because it was going to be more competitive this All Star game. Um, to me personally, he's been there and done that. I don't know what else he can add nor contribute to the All Star game. The All Star game has become a literal joke. There's no one's really competing. There's nothing. There's nothing you can add to it uh, to make it enjoyable because they're not really competing, and what they're competing for. They're not. It's not like they're competing for the money, even though there's money there. It's not like you can get home court advantage throughout the playoffs. Is I think the All Star game needs some fixing. To me personally, they should do East versus West. I'm not a huge fan of the honorary captains picking who they want on their team. I think they need to go back to tradition. The best All Star games were East versus West. Um, the last All Star game that I enjoyed is when God rest his soul, Kobe Bean Bryant, he competed in the All Star game, and he was D'ing up LeBron James, and it seemed like LeBron, and that was the game everyone was saying that LeBron James kind of wilted in the pressure because it was really competing in those All Star games, and then All Star games from after that, they they gotten to this point. Um, I think they need to put competition back in All Star games and having East versus West, some type of pride. The West Coast players versus the East Coast players. Who are the best players? Is it the East or the West? I think they need to start getting back into the East versus West bag. Um, I think they need to make the All Star game more meaningful. Maybe the worst team, the second worst team in each division, no matter if it's East or West, whoever wins, they get the second pick in the draft. Maybe do something like that. Or obviously, you're talking about millionaires. And like LeBron James, he's going to be a billionaire. I mean, there's not a amount of money you can put in that's going to make these guys compete. So it can't be a money thing. It has to be a pride thing. And I think East versus West would show some spirit and some pride in their conferences. Um, Maybe add an incentive like a second round. I mean, getting the second pick in the NBA draft. You could throw that in there. Maybe home court advantage. Um, Through the first round or the second round, something make it meaningful for the players. So I think that's a start. As far as the slam dunk competition, I would like to see Anthony Edwards take part in the slam dunk competition. Jalen Brown go back and compete in the slam dunk competition. I think there's a lot of ways you need to bring the stars back. Maybe Zion Williams, maybe you can throw out some power dunks, but you have to add some type of caveat or incentive. I think the only way you're going to make the slam dunk competition back into the glory days of Irvin Magic Johnson and Michael Jeffrey Jordan is probably it's a pride thing. The first star that competes in the slam dunk competition and win, other stars are going to start coming forward. Like, okay, y'all think that star, you think Anthony Edwards good? Then wait until I get into it next year. So you have to build up some type of incentive for the stars to take part of the slam dunk competition. And I feel like in All Star games in the past, the slam dunk competition was the main focal point. Now, not so much. Okay, I wasn't a huge fan of. I wasn't a huge fan of the different teams representing different players like Team Shaq, and I wasn't really paying attention to that. Um, I heard that after the All Star game, the commissioner was talking about making some putting some things in place, like probably do a one-on-one tournament. Who are you going to get to do that? Because obviously the stars are not going to take part of that. Because I mean, they're just not going to take part of that. That. That's the same mentality of trying to get stars into the slam dunk competition. So they're not going to take part of that. I don't. I think a one-on-one tournament would be pretty dope. Um, But the skills competition, are you going to replace that with the one-on-one? The 3-point, Tyler Hero won it this year. I think that remains. That's tradition. You're not going to get rid of the slam dunk competition. Um, that provided energy for the whole All Star weekend. I don't think the All Star game itself was that interesting. Um, if you ask random people on the street, one, did you see the NBA All Star game? And two, do you even know the score? They're not going to be able to answer either or. You know, I think a large majority of people probably say they skipped the All Star game, and they probably don't even know the score. Hell, if they can have their phones in front of them, they could easily Google it, but they're not even interested in Googling what was the final score because the All Star game is a meaningless game. There's no real incentive of having. There's no watching the All Star game. So to me, those are things that they can do that could probably save the NBA All Star weekend. So, what do you guys say? Comment in the comment section. Normally this thing would be on. All right. So it's saying that it's on. All right. So that's my opinion of the All Star game. You guys can comment down below what you thought about the All Star game. Another topic of discussion. I finally listened to the rest of the songs of some sexy songs from Drake and Party Next Door, and um, like the last live stream. If you pay attention to the last live stream or the video from my live stream over the weekend that I uploaded, a lot of people appreciated my opinion about the new Drake album. Um, After listening to the other songs, uh, particularly on social media, they said there are 4 songs, and 3 of them were in the later album that I would probably enjoy. And I listened to those 4 songs, and of those 4 songs, I like the song where he's dissing Joe Budden and building up Melissa Ford. Give Me a Hug. I like that song. Just a lot of cadence in it. It's got a sample from Aaron Hall, I Miss You. Um, but the other 3 that I didn't get a chance to, well, the other 2 that I didn't get a chance to listen to, they were okay. I don't think my grade changed from the new Drake album. I believe I gave it a 7, which is good. It's good. It's a good solid album. Um, do I uplift it to an 8 or a 9? I don't think it's an 8 or a 9. I do feel like the same things I said about the album, I still feel encouraged about the album, particularly the future of Drake. I think Drake is elevating himself to another stratosphere. If you listen to a lot of the songs, they're a mixture of what works for Drake, and he experimented. He experimented a lot in this album. I think personally, if he stays on this track, if he stays the way he's staying, I think he's going to bring back R&B because R&B is dying. It's not a lot of people contributing to R&B music. I think this is more of an R&B album, less of a hip hop album, less of a pop album, less of a rap album. I like this album. I still like this album. I give it an 8. I give it an 8. Um, if someone says it's more of a 7, okay, it's a 7. If you want to say it's a 7, I agree. We can agree to disagree. It's a 7, but I didn't see anything. I didn't hear of anything that would change my opinion of this album. I listened to the final 4 songs. I listened to the album once again. And when you do like a third, fourth, fifth listen, you kind of narrow down on the songs that you like. And there's like maybe 4 four four songs I will constantly listen to in rotation. Um, I can listen to the whole album personally, but I will skip a lot of songs that they were like hit or miss, things of that nature. So yeah, that's what I thought about, and it's still a seven to me. It's still a seven to me. Um, Guys, just comment in the comment section. Tell me, guys, what you think. Did you enjoy the Drake album? If you guys got comments, I really do appreciate everyone hitting the like button. Um, and also, while you're hitting the like button, share this with your friends, family, as well as your followers. Get at me on this channel. Hit the subscribe, the notification bell, all that jazz. All right. This is a pretty light week. Wasn't really too much to talk about. And let me get like a couple of minutes. Um, I'm gonna put you guys in the blank screen. Give me a couple of minutes. I got something to do real fast, real quick. Okay, just hang on tight. All right, hang on tight. Oh, hang on tight. I know y'all can hear me. Oh, that was a bad move. Bad move to make. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. I miss you. I like that song. I ain't gonna lie. I like that song. Talking about you, baby. I miss you. Ain't gonna lie. It's a good song. Good song. Good song. Woo, boy. I don't know why I did that. That was crazy. This shit's crazy. But I won't do that no more. For real. Alright. Now we're back. This is a whole lot better. Whole lot better. Whole lot better. Yeah. 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 That's not centered, but all right. All right. All right. What else can we talk about? What else? Oh, shoot. Hold up. You could just, man, you could just turn this on. What else can we talk about? What else can we talk about? Make sure the volume's down. Okay. You can talk about what's going on. What's going on? Okay. All right. Here we go. Here we go. I don't know what's going on in the world today. All right. How y'all living? How y'all living? How y'all living? All right. So, but like I said, it's pretty much a light week. It's really not too much to really talk about, other than the, All Star game. I wasn't, um, It was a real letdown from the All Star game. LeBron James decided at the ninth hour he was not going to be able to play. What else? I don't even know the ratings of the All Star game. And you getting like a mixed bag of people talking about it. It's not like a majority of people saying that it was trash, but it's not like a majority of people saying that it was good. Okay, so here's something we can talk about. Captain America, Brave New World. I haven't seen it yet. I did check out the reviews. We talked about it on the last live stream. Uh, a lot of people were not happy with Captain America: Brave New World, even though I think it was budgeted. It was they it was a 180 million to make, and a couple of days ago it made 190, and that was just um, uh, in a couple of days. I'm pretty sure, particularly with this month, it's gonna surpass that. It's gonna double that. That to me is, we what do we base success on? We base success on how successful something is about how much money it made. Okay, when you look at how much you put in, and then you look at how much it made, and this is clearly going to make 3 4 times its budget, that's success. That's how we base everything on. you know um that's how we base the other movies. When there's a movie that bombs, what's the first thing people talk about? What the first thing people run to? It runs to the how much the movie was budgeted, and how much that movie made, and are they on the plus or the minus side? So obviously with Captain America: Brave New World, it's making some money. Yeah, if you want to sit up there and say, if you want to compare it to other Marvel movies, to me, I think Captain America: Brave New World, even though I haven't seen it yet, I think it's going to be better than the first Captain America. I wasn't a huge fan of the first Captain America. The first Captain America was an introduction to the Marvel Universe, but I never rated Captain America. I thought it was okay. It explains the origin very good. It but other than that, you know, I mean, I didn't say that You never heard me, particularly me. I never said Captain America was the best out of all those movies. The Captain America movies were way better than the Avengers or Iron Man. If you want to talk about the spin-offs that are on Disney Plus, that's one thing. So I wasn't a huge fan of it, but nevertheless, Captain America: Brave New World is shaping up to be a good movie. All right, even though I haven't seen it yet, I will see it. There's a lot of things I know about this movie already from spoilers. I'm not going to say it on here, but from what I gathered, yeah, there you have it with Captain America. Damn, I wish I would have gotten. Oh shoot, man, I hate to do this, guys. I hate to do this. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. God dang it. God dang it. God dang it. Should have gotten those other. Should have gotten that other laptop. Jesus. All right. All righty. Appreciate everyone that's hitting the like button. I really do appreciate that. Um, Jesus, man, it's crazy. I should have done this. should have already done this, dude. Man, it is what it is. You live and learn. You live and learn. Yeah, 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 yeah. Whatever. Well, I appreciate the likes. Appreciate the likes. Oh shoot. What you doing, Chris? Appreciate the likes. Appreciate the likes. Alright, so let's see what's going on social media. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Let's go to entertainment. Okay, so Fortnite Chapter 6 Season 2 trailer. Ain't feeling that topic. Nike and Skim uh, revealed Nike Skim is a redefining to women's active wear. Everyone knows Skim is a Kim Kardashian thing. Shoot. Um, there's Taylor Swift dominates the global charts. Tom Hanks is facing backlash for SNL skit. That SNL that had Eddie Murphy and stuff that came out this Saturday, last Saturday. I didn't I didn't watch it. Um, Marvel's Rivals, Balance Act, and Community Reaction. And that's a day ago. I'm not going to go into that. Oh, shoot. Um, Kendrick Lamar tops Drake in Spotify milestone. I heard about that. Um, okay, hold on. Let's try something else here. Let's try something else here because obviously there's nothing there. Oh Jesus. Okay. Something trending on Nintendo. This is the second trending thing. Let's dig into this. Oh shoot, this is just BS. Um, Game Pass is trending. What's Game Pass trending for? Oh, yeah. I mean, there's really nothing going on, man, to really um Waffle House. Let's see what's trending on Waffle House. Probably it's that food surplus. Waffle House fights, Waffle House brawl. Yeah, man. I mean, there's really nothing to talk about. Wait. There's really nothing to talk about. Hopefully, I can get some questions and answers. That'll be great if I could get that. Um. So yeah. Okay. Um. I guess we can talk about the big snowstorm. Like in my city, they're expecting, and going by going by whatever whatever channel you listen to, if it's local news or national news, people got their different versions on what's potentially going to happen in my city. Now, it's going to be cold for the next. I mean, the everything is in place. I mean, the next 3 or 4 days is going to be cold. It's going to be below 30 or around at 30. And you're talking about some stations are reporting 2 to 3 inches. The most I've heard is 7 inches. And where I'm from, dude, 2 inches of snow can shut this city down. Because you would think out of so many years dealing with snow in my city, you would think we would have some type of format or some type of understanding on how to drive in the snow. But unfortunately, it doesn't take a lot of snow for my city to totally shut down. It's not like Buffalo or New York or Philadelphia where they see snow on a constant, consistent basis and they already have a plan in place. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's going to be bad here, and a lot of people are expecting the worst. If it snows real super bad, I will record it, put it on my YouTube channel, and tell y'all how much snow we got. So, and we did have a snow scare a couple of weeks ago, and it now last year it was super bad. It was super bad last year to the point where it was like it was some days that it got low as 3 degrees, and that stuck with us even long before we was able to drive on the street again. You still saw snow and ice everywhere because it was so freaking cold and it was ice cold, and there was ice on the road, and that put us out. That put this city out for at least like maybe 2 weeks, and it wasn't even that much snow. Like they're saying right now on NBC News now, tens of millions of people are under a cold alert today, and we're that group. So, like I said, going by the weatherman as far as local or national, everyone say it's gonna happen, and they're saying different times. Now, a couple of days ago, they were saying like none of this is going to happen until after 9 p.m. Then they moved it back to 6 p.m. And now there's some people that are saying that it'll start snowing around 4 p.m. So we don't know. We don't know. And I'm looking at some of these like Pennsylvania. Ooh, they're getting drenched by the snow. They're getting drenched. They got tractor trailers on the side. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of snow. Colorado, they're it's always snowing there. So this, I don't think we're gonna get that version of the snow. But look, it's pretty much freezing all the United States, except the warmer states like Miami and California, North Dakota, Texas. Jesus Christ, you know, Texas. When last time we ever heard Texas having snow? And they're preparing for it. I mean, it's going to be bad. So my thing to people is, look, prepare for the unexpected, or prepare like you know it's gonna snow. So look, make sure you got warm blankets, water, flashlight, um, toilet paper. Food wise, make sure you got things in the pantry that you can use as far as eating, because chances are the refrigerators, if the power shuts down, you could still eat from the freezer and refrigerator for at least like for 24 hours or 48 hours before it starts going bad. I want to say it's even longer than that. Um, but make sure you got stuff in the pantry that you can eat. Make sure you have plenty of water, plenty of fruit, bread. Um, um, it would be great. Now, here's a little tip my mom taught us, and she did this when we was kids. Like, um, prepare a large meal if you feel like the power, like if you know it's gonna snow like on Wednesday, and if you have the capabilities, my mom always had the capabilities because she was always at home. She would make a large dinner for Tuesday that will feed us all the way through for the next several days. And you can do that, you know. Yeah, and they also talking about flooding. I don't think no flooding is going to happen here. But in Kentucky, there is flooding there. But yeah, so make sure you have that. Make sure you have plenty of magazines, board games. Make sure your devices are charged. Even if there's no internet, if you have a phone service, if you have a Wi-Fi like a tablet, make sure those things are charged up. Um, make sure if you have a battery pack for your phone, make sure that's charged up just in case it gets super bad. I don't think it's going to get super bad where our power is going to go down, but I rather I'd rather be safe than sorry. If I was you guys, I'd rather be safe than sorry. So yeah, that's what I suggest you guys to do. So yeah, um, so yeah, be careful out there, man, because it's going to get ugly. I'm gonna try to record a lot of it, put it on my YouTube channel, show you guys how much snow that we actually get. I don't think we're gonna get a whole lot of snow, but yeah, it is what it is. So we'll just play it by ear, okay? So yeah, if anybody got any, I appreciate that like. I really do appreciate that. If anybody got anything to comment on, I really do appreciate it. If you hit the comment section, just comment on what you want to talk about. Questions. This is the question and answer point. And like I said, this has been a pretty light week, even though it's early in the week. It's really not a lot of stuff to talk about. And it's all good in the hood, but there's really not a lot to talk about. Um, the NBA, the All Star game is over with. Um, what else? Um, you know, the NFL is Super Bowl's over with. It's not a lot of stuff around the NFL that we can talk about. It's on hibernation until the NFL draft. Some people report to camp early, stuff like that. The NBA is in its second half of the season. Um, it's not really a lot to talk about there. Um, if y'all want to talk about, I mean, I'm tired of the Luca thing, the Luca trade. People still talking about the Luca trade. It's over with and done. I don't know why people still talking about it. Okay, he's not coming. He's not returning back to the Mavericks. He's with Los Angeles. The Mavericks, they got a few injuries. Anthony Davis got an injury. He's going to be out for several weeks. And there's another big man who's going to be out as well. It's not going to, those injuries are not going to keep either of those two players out for, they're obviously still going to go to the playoffs. I think the Mavericks are loaded. Um, and if they can just maintain health, probably manage some of these players' minutes so they can be ready for the playoffs. Because that's what the Dallas Mavericks should be worrying about the playoffs. Because I feel like the Dallas Mavericks are the second best team in the West, and OKC Thunder are the best team from the West. But even though the Oklahoma City Thunder has talent, it's talent that has never made a deep run in the playoffs or even make it to the Western Conference Finals or even go as far as winning an NBA championship. If you look at the Dallas Mavericks, they've been there and done that on all levels, from coaching all the way up to the players. Anthony Davis, he made it to the finals and won. If you look at I forgot his name. I got Kyrie Irving. He has won a championship with Cleveland. He has made some deep runs, so there's some experience there. Jason Kidd, he's been there and done that. Has won a championship with the Dallas Mavericks when he was a player. So they have players in their system that has experienced those moments. I don't think there's a lot of players on the Oklahoma City Thunder who experience these moments. Um, so the Dallas Mavericks, they know what it's take. They know what it will take to win. Okay, so if you talk about nervousness, the Oklahoma City Thunders were the Oklahoma City Thunder players will probably be more nervous on a large grand scale than the Dallas Mavericks. I think the only thing stopping the Dallas Mavericks are the Dallas Mavericks. The Dallas Mavericks, you know, they're no spring chickens. They're yeah, yeah, they can get injured easily. So yeah, we have to wait and see on that. I and I always said that the West has the most talented teams when you compare them to the East. I think the East, they the only two teams you have to worry about in the East is the Milwaukee Bucks and the Boston Celtics. And I think the Boston Celtics are here to stay. They're not going nowhere. They're not going nowhere. So yeah. Oh yeah. So man, there's really not a whole lot to talk about. I'm gonna keep this going for at least a few minutes. If you guys want to come in and want to comment in the comment section. Oh, moving forward, do y'all want me to bring back the podcast? Too early for this podcast. I'm not 100% sure should I do it or not. Some days I'd be like, yeah, sure, let's bring it back. Other days I'm not sure. Doing it live or just doing it on Spotify. I think I'm going to start bringing them back on Spotify and just go from there. Just talk about random topics and things of that nature. I thought I was going to record an episode last week, but I never got into it. And when I look on the Spotify and iTunes, I'm still getting listenership even from the older episodes. So I may just exclusively do that for that side of the world of the podcast circle and just do live streams here. I'm also going to try to do, I'm also committed, like I said, I was going to be, um, like I said, I was going to be, and do two live streams. So I already did one this week. I'm probably going to do another one later on this week. And we'll just go from there. I might do it on Wednesdays. Um, I might do one more tomorrow, or I might do one on Friday morning. Maybe I don't know. I'm gonna do one before Sunday. So I'm gonna try to spread them apart. Pause. Okay, but yeah, it's not really too much to talk about. Really, it's just that's pretty much it. Um, like I kind of always wanted to do a live stream and have a component in the live stream where if you guys got to answer, if you guys got questions, I would love to answer your questions. Unfortunately, nobody came by to answer questions or anything like that. And it's all good. It's all great. It's all good in the hood. I'm about to wrap this up in a couple more minutes. I'm gonna try to get a solid 50 minutes in here, and I really do appreciate people coming in and liking or staying for a while. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. I mean, I don't want to regurgitate the same stuff I talked about last week, but it is what it is. Hopefully, something new comes in the next several days. We'll see. We'll see. So we'll have to stay tuned for that. I really do appreciate everyone coming by. Um, Sorry I couldn't finish the live stream from yesterday. Um, I'm gonna have a next Monday. If I have to be out and about, I'm gonna bring my laptop with me and do it from my laptop. I try to do it on my phone, and my phone all of a sudden just shut down. I don't know what happened there. So yeah. So I'm gonna call it a day. I really do appreciate everyone coming by. I really do appreciate that. Stay warm, stay safe. Um, um, Prepare for this. If you happen to be in one of those cities, prepare for the snow. Prepare for the unexpected instead of the expected. And stay safe out there. I will see you guys sometime this week with another live stream. It's your boy, the host with the most. I do not brag or boast. I'm coming to you guys live from coast to coast. It's your boy, I'm Chris Down One. All right, we'll see you guys on the next live stream. Deuces. Really appreciate y'all coming by. Thank you.